Hi, this is Zuri Berry of the Boston Globe and Boston.com, and with me here is Boston Globe high school sports editor Bob Holmes, and you're watching The Huddle, one of our special editions this year. They've been a little more sporadic. We want to talk about Thanksgiving football and the tradition that it is here in Massachusetts, and I guess for this year and the following year, at least for the time being, that there is, I don't want to say controversy, but a little confusion and angst as far as how the Thanksgiving tradition is going to continue. And Bob, if you could shed a little light on that with the new playoff format and how things have changed for high school teams.
It's certainly a great tradition, but it also has a very, very different feel this year. It's kind of strange for us who are used to going into Thanksgiving and trying to anticipate all the games that are going to decide playoff berths, and what do you know, that's already done at this point. How will this affect things going in the future? Very hard to tell, but it's already seen things like Holliston Westwood playing 3 times, Plymouth North, Plymouth South playing 3 times. If that continues in the future, that's bad news for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams that have said, one, that they're not going to play their starters. Plymouth South, for instance, who is already have a Super Bowl berth. And then there's a team like Central Catholic who says they're in Division I Super Bowl and they're going to play their starters be damned to win this game against Andover.
Yeah, and I give Scott Fry a lot of credit for being honest at Plymouth South and saying he's not going to play his starters, but I wonder in the Central Catholic Andover game, Central Catholic quarterback gets whacked on the first play. Let's see how long he lasts in that game.
Yeah, there's I guess there's 2 trains of thoughts there. 1, prepare for your Super Bowl, and 2, make sure that you can deal with the pride factor, because what if you lose and then end up winning the Super Bowl? There's some confusion that could occur from there.
And a lot of coaches, and it's understandable, are 11-0. Tewksbury's, I think, 10-0 going into the game. Mansfield undefeated. Nobody wants to go into the Super Bowl with something and have that one loss on Thanksgiving.
That's a great point. And to that point, we have a number of games that are worthy of watching. Bob, could you give us an idea of the games that you're interested in? We obviously have 25 games to watch on Boston.com, but here you get the special Bob Holmes edition right here.
There are a lot of great games, and I think one of them you have to look at is the end of Troy Flutie's career. He's just been phenomenal, the state's all-time leader in career touchdown passes. He goes into the game with Framingham at 40 this year. State record is 44 for a single season. Troy is just one of many, many talented seniors that are finishing their career on the holiday.
Now, I have to ask the question, because it is Troy Flutie, do you think he gets the love and attention that we've been giving him because of the name? Or is it because, I guess, that he's getting close to that record?
Well, I like to think it's the record. When Jonathan DiBiase was going for it a couple of years ago at Everett, I think we paid just as much attention to him. Certainly the Flutie name makes it a little sexier, a little bit more interesting. But I think it's the record that drives this.
Yeah, and I think we did give a lot of coverage to Ryan Izzo when he was going for the rushing touchdown record.
People like numbers and people like records.
Exactly. What about the Lynn Classical game? This is their 100th.
Yeah, that's probably the one game that I can think of on Thanksgiving that really has a special meaning this year. Despite playoff systems, the 100th meeting of those 2 schools should be a really good game. And they're playing at the Manning Field, used to be the Manning Bowl, which has got as much history as any venue in Massachusetts.
Okay. Well, you can follow all of our live coverage of Thanksgiving high school football on Boston.com. We'll be doing a live blog throughout the day. And we'll also be looking for contributions. For those folks that have Boston.com Android and iOS apps on their phones, you can send in a photo or a video, and we'll be able to pull that in and put together a nice collage for you guys. So, again, I'm Zuri Berry. This is Bob Holmes. We'll catch you later.